Morning, and welcome to day 5. So this is the last day of this particular challenge, but I don't want you to let this be the end of this being on purpose. I think, particularly for me, some of the things that I've noticed have been, unreal, because I've really been paying attention and trying to understand and really be present in what it is that I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and just having that little 10 minutes of focus in the morning has really changed things. Things that I wouldn't necessarily have considered are starting to turn into things that are really powerful, which is really, really interesting. So throughout this week, we've been focusing on being present in your body and in your breath, getting aligned. So if there's anything that's out of whack, just to kind of pull that all back into alignment. On day 3, I can't remember what we did in day 3. But yesterday we had a look at creation. Oh yeah, day 3 we were looking at those blocks and those things that can stop us from achieving what it is that we're trying to achieve or be, or that takes away our energy. And then yesterday we had we started to unlock that potential. So getting creative in terms of what it is that we want, and being that child again, and having that ability to dream without criteria and what ifs and things like that. So today what we're going to have a look at is acceptance. I think one of the things that is really important when we're doing all this work and we're being on purpose is that we have to be ready to accept whatever it is that we're going to generate from it. And when we're creating these dreams and getting rid of these blocks, we have to be ready to accept whatever that brings. And it may not come the way that we think it's going to come. So having that ability to be open and willing to accept things as they come will make the difference between you getting what you want, or being in that place of stuck and thinking things just aren't going your way, or things just aren't meant to be. One of the things that, since I've let go of the it has to, or it's going to come this way, I've had to let that go, because it doesn't always work that way. Very rarely when I set my mind to something does it come in the way that I had kind of envisaged in my mind. So it's really important that we seem to get these signs and these hits, because we're not listening and we're not accepting. There's another quote that I love. It's, "You can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you yourself are. And that person is not to be found anywhere. You yourself, as much as anyone in the entire universe, deserves your love and affection." And that acceptance has to start with you. Start with number 1. Because if you can't accept yourself, how can you accept things that are going on around you? So the theme of acceptance today, and being really open to achieving and receiving. Let's start our meditation. So as always, feet flat on the floor, or if you're lying down, just make sure that you're in a relaxed position. you've got some space between your shoulders and your ears. That's been a big one for me this week as well. So that space. Oh, it's disappeared again because I'm thinking. So bringing that back down. Starting to be aware of, sitting in the seat or lying on the bed. And we're going to keep that acceptance in our mind. We're going to keep acceptance in a way that it's coming from a place of love for ourselves and for everyone else. So, just taking a deep breath in through your nose and pushing it out through your mouth, and make a really audible sound this time, because it's quite cathartic getting rid of all that dead, stagnant air that's been sitting in your lungs all day or all night. So deep breath in. Another one of those. And as you blow it all out, just getting relaxed and becoming aware, gently place your hands on your lap, and you might want to take that mudra or that mudra, because that again is about accepting of energy, putting your palms up to the sky, and just gently rest those on your lap. And you can maybe feel the connection and the energy and the acceptance of your two fingers pushing against each other. They know that they're there, and they accept the fact that they are. And they use each other to maintain that shape. And close your eyes gently if you haven't already. And really get present on that sensation of your fingers pressing against each other. And starting to breathe, gently rise, gentle fall of your chest. And maybe you can feel a slight pulsing in your fingers. And gently rock your head from side to side to keep those muscles along your neck and your shoulders, where a lot of our stress and tension tends to sit. Bring your head back to center and slowly watch for any thoughts that start to come in. When I was meditating in a Buddhist monastery in north of Thailand, I did a 10-day retreat. And one day I was feeling so frustrated and so annoyed. And when we went in to have our daily one-on-ones with the monk, I told him of my frustrations, and he just kind of laughed. I was like, again, adding to my frustration. And he said, some days your mind is like a football field. Some days there's 22 people in there trying to get hold of the ball, and the ball being your mind and that focus. And each time that game can be a bit different. Some days the ball will stay with one, and they'll take it from one end to the field to the other, and they'll shoot a goal. And some days it'll go from every player in the game more than once. And that's okay. As long as we can accept that sometimes that's how the game needs to be played, and we can accept that as the game, then everything will be okay. And it's working the way that it needs to be working. So as you breathe in and gently breathe out again, be aware of what the game is. Is it total focused? Is it just one game, one player, one ball? Or maybe there's a few things coming in there. And there's a few players trying to get hold of the ball. And accept that that's the way it is. But you don't have to give any weight or any emotion to it. You can just observe. You can watch the game that's going on and try and direct your focus to somewhere else. And in through your nose and out through your mouth. And gently take that focus down to the floor, down to your feet. And accept again the fact that they are creating some grounding forces. That the ground is pushing up and that you are pushing down. And they both accept that. They both step up to meet it the way that they need to meet it in order for you to rest gently on your feet. And if there's any tension in there, as you breathe in, send your breath there. And gently release those muscles and give them permission to relax. To not meet the floor with any resistance, with any force. Just with gentle focus and gentle acceptance. And as you move your focus up, think about and feel the backs of your legs. What acceptance and what focus do they need? Can you breathe into those and gently relax? And coming up to your bottom, and that lower part of your back. This is your center, your gravity, the things that keep you grounded. Again, there's so much that we can hold in there, and we can force when we just need to accept. And know that the chair or the bed is doing its job. And know that your back and your bum is doing its job. And again, if there's any tension or anything in there, just gently breathe in and send that breath there. And as you breathe out, feel the relaxation of those muscles. And coming up through your spine, breathing into your spine, your support, the thing that keeps you upright, the things that allows your back and your legs and your arms all to connect to each other. Can you relax? And thinking about your fingers and your arms and your biceps. Can you relax? And you can, can't you? Feel that relaxation just flowing through, that openness, that acceptance, that willingness to pursue your dreams, no matter how ridiculous they are, how ridiculous they seem. Because so much greatness has been met with ridicule and disbelief, but now it has become so much part of our daily life because someone dared to dream and not deter and clear any blocks and be focused on what it is that they're trying to achieve. Where can you do that? Even just in your day today, where can you do that? Just think about that, feel it, visualize it if you can, but always just coming back to the breath, not giving emotion and weighting down those thoughts that pull you out of being present right now. And gently breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And when you're ready, just take a deep breath in, and as you do, reach your arms above your head. Take a big stretch, start your day with that intention of being fully on purpose and taking all those lessons throughout this week of what it is to be on purpose. So what I said at the beginning is if you stay to the end and you are interested, I wanted to offer you a 60-minute free coaching session. You know, what I often think is funny is that, you know, we would pay someone to, you know, teach us how to play tennis or swim or, you know, all these things, but we don't get coaches to help us with our minds. You know, our mind is something that's with us every day and we have to use it. And there's I love one of the companies that I do training with, their motto is, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. So if anything's kind of come up for you that you're throughout this week and you're like, oh wow, I didn't know that, or that's really negative, or the way that I think, or there's a goal that you really want to achieve but you just don't know how to get there, I want to offer you my free 60-minute clarity call where you can really get focused on what it is that you're trying to do and start pulling away those blocks if you haven't been able to do them yourself. So often we try and do things ourselves when if we got a little bit of help it would make such a difference, and that's what I'm here to do. I myself know the difference between trying to do stuff on my own and having people outside who specialise in that kind of area to help create so much so much freedom and so much potential, and that's what I want to help you do. So if you are keen, I will pop the link to book in underneath this this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed being here with you. I've had some really good realizations this week, so thank you. And yeah, have a great one. Enjoy your day no matter what you're doing, and be on purpose.